What is it like touring after 30 years of this shit?
It feels awesome. You know, we're excited to still be able to do music and inscribe our name in the world 30 years later and do what we love. We started our mission a long time ago. Through the ups and downs, we felt like we made a pretty good impact. We stayed really busy. We've been through a lot of ups and downs like any other group. But, you know, we have a great fan base that's held us down for 30 years. Shout out to all the KMK family out there still rocking the music and still putting the new shit on their playlists, and now the next generation's getting into the music. So, you know, we're blessed. You know, it feels awesome at the end of the day. Like, it could be anybody, but you know, there's only one Kottonmouth Kings in the underground in the world, and it's cool to be behind that. You know, we're stoked, we're happy, we're
nice.
Really. It's good to look back and see what you built after all these years, and you appreciate it a lot more. Mm-hmm. And so it's it's legendary. It's a house that we're gonna keep standing as long as we can. It's our castle. We're not gonna let it fall. And we're gonna keep making music and growing our legacy organically, having fun, doing what we do.
How do you feel about influencing even the next generation of even some of the people that are fucking opening up here? They gave you guys all props. Like, how does that feel that you're like such a big influence on everybody else and just like multi-generational talent?
I mean, it's great. Music, music touches a lot of people in many different ways, especially when you're younger.
It touches so many people.
When you're younger, you really, you know, music really touches people, you know. It touched me at a young age, and I was always like, wow, like, I always thought it was a really big deal if I saw somebody doing music that I heard or something, or if I saw somebody on MTV or a voice for a certain generation or something. But you know, we're honored. You know, like today we're honored. We feel like we started it a while ago, when not a lot of people were kind of doing what we were doing at the time. So there's been a lot of. We felt like we've been on the forefront of marijuana for a long
Cutting
time.
Edge, definitely.
We felt like we you know, paid our respects to that and did our part as a group in the world, and put a dent in the cannabis culture. I think we put a big dent in that. It's great because at the end of the day, you're like, oh, you're really just a normal person when you wake up at the end of the day, and when you get out your bed and brush your teeth and look in the mirror, then you're like, damn, like, it's kind of cool that like all these people really dig what you do, you know. So you got to take that serious and work at it and be the best you can be, and don't worry about what people say or try to downplay.
Well, you know,
just do you and know.
Yes.
So he's,
Judge D's in the back. Punch, you get him on camera.
Hell yeah.
Judge D's in the back. Put the camera on him. Me and Judge D's been friends since junior high school.
Yeah?
So we've been banging.
Fuck yeah.
Since the 80s.
So that's it. That's
late 80s.
A good thing that you mentioned. Like, we all know the Kottonmouth fucking Kings, dude. But let's talk about the clique and like people that are important to you in the movement that are not necessarily people everybody fucking know.
The relationship, everybody knows Kottonmouth from different eras. So, what era do you like most?
Honestly,
is it D-Loc and Saint? Is it the fucking Dirtball and Brad and D-Loc? Is it the Richter and D-Loc era? What? So we're at this era.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that. We're at this era right now. So we all can say there's been different eras.
For sure.
Can we say that?
Absolutely. Definitely different chapters in the Kottonmouth King book.
Totally. Never been the same group for more than 8 years. There's always been a big change. It wasn't Saint, it wasn't Richter, it was Dirtball. So there's always been no dog boy. So me and Judge been friends since the 80s.
Fuck yeah.
We went to junior high school together, played ball sports together. He was a star varsity quarterback at our high school. I was a point guard. And so we built a relationship before music. We were already, before me and Saint were actually like having the idea to do KMK, like writing songs, me and Judge were emulating like Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre videos, like our sophomore year in high school, like making little videos.
Nice.
So we have a very organic friend relationship, but he's done music his whole life, so he was an artist on Suburban Noise. So our relationship goes back farther than music, before high school sports, the ball sports era.
That's so awesome.
He's that a lot of people know it. His grandfather's Kenny Rogers. So there's a lot of history there that a lot of people don't know about, but a lot of people want to know what Judge D's history really is. So we go back for years. Family, parents' house, Thanksgivings, so a lot of music. So that's fun, touring with people that you can go back with and call your friend. You're not on the road with somebody you don't want to be with or something. You guys are both on the same page, right, in the same wavelength. So super exciting. I've known Chucky since Chucky was in high school. Me and Saint moved to Redondo Beach when we got a record deal in '98. We moved to Redondo, got apartments across the street, and I met Chucky. He was a troublemaker, hanging around all the little gangbanging surfer skater kids and getting in fights. Getting in fights and shit like that. And I had an apartment over there, started getting familiar with all the local little Dogtown punkers, dudes, little gangsters in the neighborhood when I moved there. And
Dogtown's a
so that's why I ran into Chucky,
right?
and Chucky was the first guy that I ever saw with the big Kottonmouth Kings tattoo on his stomach. So we were already had songs with MTV, me and Saint and Dog's Life and Bump and all this stuff, and then we were already touring and shit like that, buying cars off music. And then I ran into Chucky. I think you were 16 or 17, 18, I don't
18,
know.
yeah, 18, 19.
18 or 19. And
wow, nice.
Didn't know him, and Chucky had a big old Kottonmouth tattoo on his stomach. I'm like, damn, that's the first Kottonmouth tattoo I've ever seen that
We
big.
get a shot of that afterwards?
So I'm like, damn, this dude's hella down.
We get a shot of that KMK
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, it was cool. So I knew he was always down from the jump. I'm like, this guy's the first guy he's hella down. He got a tattoo before, a big ass tattoo that I'd never seen this big. So.
Yeah, that's
And
dope.
then we became friends and started hanging out, built a relationship through skating and hanging out and doing stuff and smoking weed. And then he was always rapped, Chucky's always been a good freestyler and rapping in the scene around us, getting drunk. And then when we had Suburban Noise going, he formed a little crew with his buddy Gillies. You know what I mean? They started their DGAF stuff, right?
Yeah, he gave it this huge shout outs. Gave me a shout out on the Rolling Stone record. And I think there was a song on there too where you called out DGAF, and it just put DGAF on the map. And
I do got to ask, do you have any words for the Juggalos specifically?
A lot of people don't know that Kottonmouth Kings since the 90s have been down with Shags and Jay since the 90s. We actually played the first ever gathering of the Juggalos.
Yes.
We had a song. I think our first song we recorded with them was in '98. So a lot of Juggalos don't know that, and we have a good, long-lasting relationship with ICP throughout the years. We've played a lot of their festivals and a lot.
So many gatherings, dude.
So a lot of Juggalos, molded. They like the KMK sound. They never heard anything like it when it came out. So they were like, oh, this is dope.
There's nothing like it.
So it was cool. We got a cool relationship with them throughout the years by playing shows with ICP and just touring the country nonstop. And a lot of Juggalos, they become and represent the crown hardcore. You know what I'm saying? They go crazy. They like our energy. They like that punk rock shit. They like that Southern California twist to the music that we bring. And they feel it, man, and we feel them too. Those shows are crazy. The Juggalo, that whole thing is on another level.
I can't stress how much the Juggalos love the KMK, dude.
Yeah,
it's
we're
so
strong.
fucking dope.
Will we
I
see you
will.
at the gathering this year?
No, that's a good question.
Hopefully, we'll see.
Hopefully we will.
We usually get a late invite, but we always pull up when invited. It's on the cracking.
I always like to ask you guys, anyone at the end of my interviews here, well, Dave's helped me out here tonight. Shout out to Grim Creeper right here.
Yeah, I take over everything I do.
Do you guys have any words of wisdom for any of the fans that are watching this back home?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, man. Shit, all kinds of words of wisdom. Take care of yourself. Treat your body right. Eat well. Take care of your family. If you got kids, be the backbone of your family. Be the responsible person you can be. You know, set the tone. Be a leader, or be the opposite. Much love, Kottonmouth family.